Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you doing?
Very well, ji. Thank you very much.
Sir, we would like to know about you, your introduction.
Okay. This is Mohammed Farid Alam. I'm Chief Executive at AKD Securities Limited. It's a listed company and by far, alhamdulillah, the largest client base wise in operating.
So we are very honored that you've joined us on the CEO Summit. This year, the theme for CEO Summit is Turnaround Pakistan. What is your take on that?
Actually, I've been associated with the Hijaz Nisar and the CEO Club since its inception. And coming to your point, this year, every year, for some of the years, we thought that this Turnaround Pakistan, or the theme, is getting a bit stale. But I think for even times to come, this topic is not going to go anywhere in the air. It will be there in different facets and different shapes. So this time around, I think this is not the first time that we Pakistani entrepreneurs, businessmen and countrymen are undergoing through this very rough patch in our lives. But this time around, it's more pronounced. I fail to understand that the people of Pakistan and my fellow friends, colleagues, it just seems to have lost faith or belief in themselves and in their country, which is the worst thing there's a new thing which has come our way this time round. Otherwise, we would stand up and we would, inshallah, even in this time round, we shall rise. But it is taking us long. One, because we ourselves internally are not trying to. If a patient does not want health, a doctor won't be able to give him health earlier. So it is the will which is lacking this time round.
Right, sir. And for such actually valuable views on this, we would also like to get to know your views on the fact that with Turnaround Pakistan as theme, what can be the role of women and how can they contribute?
I think women in their every relationship that a man has with a woman, as a mother, as a sister, as a wife, as a colleague, I think women can really force and give a tailwind to whosoever comes into the spheres. And this time round, I feel that if women can really give some breathing space, one, as a wife, and as a colleague, as an entrepreneur, in every sphere that a woman is working. So we at AKD Securities are equal opportunity employer. Each year we feel that, and we make it a point to enhance the percentage of the women force in our field by 5%. So we would be about 20% this year. And I feel that in some of the departments where a woman's presence really makes a difference, not only culture-wise, manners-wise, discipline, and just the feeling that a woman is in the room makes a lot of us operate at an optimal level. No hanky-panky, no nothing, and they dress up well. My youngsters, I'm talking about particularly, that I am trying to refer to my own experience with the women folk. So they dress well, they talk well, they talk sense, they don't abuse, and if they do, the woman and these colleagues have a
support system maybe.
They just find themselves with the samosa and things like that.
Yeah.
So whatever, if somebody really slips his tongue and says something bad, which is not worthy of a presence of the woman,
right,
then they are penalized and they have to give a treat, smaller one.
Right. And won't be taking much of your time, but one very, very important question for the CEO Summit that we have also taking in account the idea of leadership in Pakistan, particularly in the current situation. What do you want to say about that?
That's a tricky part these days. Leaders, we are all, in every person whom I have come across and you come across, and we are leaders in our own spheres. But the political leadership is not giving us the sort of footprints to follow, then footsteps to follow. So, leaving aside the political leadership, the rest of the leaders in our domains, I think it sometimes people feel that whom to follow, because in our culture, following is much more easier than leading. So, although Islam teaches you how to, as an imam, how to lead and etc., but you will feel that perhaps in our culture or elsewhere, we lack in leading. We tend to follow, and we just try to pick people whom we follow. But there are lesser people these days who are a beacon of light for us to really follow. And I've just hinted you, starting from the top of politics.
So thank you so very much for your views. And we warmly welcome to the CEO Summit this year.
Thank you.